Have you had a drink of water? Are you sick? What's wrong with you?
Oh, have a good day.
Yeah, you too, sweet. I didn't stay out of bloody trouble. Yeah. Can I just say I'm really impressed that you guys aren't drunk. 11 months ago, there was a few nasty little comments on Facebook about our Munro children, the trouble that they're getting into. There were lots of comments from the public, we should kick their butts, what the hell's going on with the parents, you know, normal things, and I kind of got my tits in a tangle over it and said, there's got to be something we can do. And then I decided to start up a hot soup walk. So there were 5 of us originally who started, and what we decided was we would go down to Southmore on a Tuesday night and walk around the streets and hand out hot soup to our youth. Well, 20 youth, aged from 12 to 16, absolutely drunk, swearing, throwing bottles at cars, rolling on the ground. It just blew me away. And I thought, oh my God, what the hell have I got myself into? We went, the kids wouldn't come near us. They thought we were nutters. We went back the Thursday night, we sat there, we took our soup, we just sat there and watched them. Still nothing. The next week I went up and said, kia ora, my name is Debbie, I live in Munro, would you like some hot soup? Nah, fuck off. What? Okay, I'll come back Thursday. Did that. Third week, we actually had kids actually come up and go, can we have hot soup? We fed them, we got to know them. 95% of them were from gang families. We had some kids that just wanted to kick it with their mates. Over half of them were living in the street. Half of them didn't go to school, didn't care about themselves. We had some that were selling themselves. It was just crazy. I had never knew Munro was like that. We just sat there and listened. I didn't say who I was, what I did. And then it hit me that I recognised one of the kids. I taught him, and I went, oh my God. It was just really scary. And we got to talking, and then he told, I remember you 5 Debs, you were really cool, blah, 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 introduced me to the kids, and that's what I needed to get in. So we have been feeding the youth for 11 months. We have, within those 11 months, we have bumped into a young 17-year-old mum pregnant, nowhere to live, nothing. Her parents kicked her out because she was pregnant. We put her into a motel and sent her home. We sent her back to, we sent her back to Turangi. We're not funded, by the way. I do this out of my own pocket. We found a young mum with a baby who had just been beaten up by the husband, and we put her in the car. I took her home, we fed her, we rang the police, we put her into a safe house. We got a phone call from a dairy one day, Debbie, we've had this 10-year-old that's been sitting out our shop since 7 o'clock in the morning. That was 6 o'clock at night that he rang me. I said, I'll be there in 10 minutes. He has not been to school for 2 years. His parents presumed he was at school, but he slipped through the system. We fed him, got him some clothes, fed him some more. He's back at school now, but that took a lot out of us trying to help him. There would be at least 20 kids that don't go to school just in Clendon. And they range from 8 years up. There's a group of kids that are kind of stuck in the middle. The ones that get thrown out of school, that are wagging school, that social workers and youth workers are working with, and we're trying to get them into something else or get them back into the school. But there's nothing for where these kids to go. There's no place. I feel for teachers. I mean, I had, when I was at Weymouth Intermediate, there were 12 students that caused absolute havoc. So we decided to have an alt ed class in the school. And that was probably the best year of my teaching in my whole life. My goal was to keep them at school, and we did that. We lost one. We had to remove that child, but the other 11, and I know a lot of principals in that are anti getting a group of kids together and putting them up, but if you have the right person and the right support, there's amazing stuff. It can work. You know, and the amount of primary school kids that are walking around with cigarettes and drinking openly the cans of Cody's is absolutely disgusting. It's not the big kids, it's not the high school kids, it's our babies. It's the ones from our local area, and it's just heartbreaking to see a 9-year-old drunk, a 9-year-old stoned. And you know what? They're not all from gang related. Some of these kids are from good, decent families, and the kids choose to do it. They're not, and I get ho-ha with people saying, South Auckland families, South Auckland, it's not always from parents that need to learn better skills. It's not. A lot of these kids are from very nice families, and I don't know what it is that makes them do what they do. I don't know what the solution is, but I would like to think that my little soup venture helps our kids out in a special little way. It's almost like the community need to get together and we need to sit down and go, right, what the hell are we going to do? What are we going to do?